Brad visited his mom, Yvonne, at her senior living home about once a week. She seemed content in her new surroundings, and Brad genuinely wanted to be a part of this chapter of her life. Yet, each visit quickly turned sour. "Hi, Mom. How you doing?" Brad would ask with a hopeful smile. "Fine," Yvonne would reply with a sarcastic edge, "except my only son has abandoned me." Brad's patience wore thin. "Why would you say that, Mom? I was just here last week." "Oh, don't lie to me," Yvonne snapped. "It's been months, and I thought I raised you better than that." The exchange inevitably ended in frustration. "You are so impossible, Mom. All you do is complain," Brad would exclaim as he stormed out, leaving Yvonne to mutter, "I don't want to talk to you anyway." This pattern isn't unique to Brad and Yvonne.
Welcome to Senior Living Moments with Nancy Nelson. With 45 years of connecting with seniors, 2 decades of award-winning experience in assisted living, and a heart full of compassion, Nancy brings you stories that resonate and insights that empower. Get ready for real conversations, practical wisdom, and heartfelt humor to help you and your loved ones navigate the journey of seasoned adulthood with confidence and grace. And now, here's Nancy.
Navigating relationships with aging parents can feel like walking on an emotional tightrope. According to the Pew Research Center, more than 70% of adults provide emotional or practical support to aging parents, often while managing their own families. It's a delicate balancing act that can strain even the closest bonds. It's important to remember that just as your parents once struggled to stay close to you during your teenage years, the roles are now reversed. The need for connection spans every age, and the desire to stay close to family is one of our most fundamental human longings. What not to do. Before exploring how to nurture your bond, let's start with common pitfalls to avoid. Number 1, don't ask vague questions like, "How you doing?" General questions invite negative responses like, "I'm lonely," or "I'm in pain." You don't know because you're never here. "I'm terrible because somebody moved me out of my home of 45 years. Instead, opt for questions grounded in the present moment or shared experiences. More on that later. Number 2, don't get defensive. Aging parents may consciously or subconsciously push your buttons out of frustration, fear, or a need to feel in control. Avoid arguing over details or trying to correct their memories. Remember, 77% of adults over 65 report having at least one chronic condition, and this often affects their emotional state. Number 3, don't expect them to be the same person who raised you. Cognitive decline, depression, chronic pain can profoundly change a person. Some parents grow sweeter with age, while others may seem uncharacteristically angry or irritable. These shifts aren't a reflection of your relationship, they're just a part of the aging process. Number 4, don't focus on their decline. Pointing out memory lapses or physical limitations only deepens feelings of inadequacy, isolation, and can lead to withdrawal. Instead of saying, "You forgot again," try gently redirecting the conversation or offering help without judgment. And number 5, don't rush the conversations. Older adults often process information more slowly. Let conversations unfold at their pace, avoiding verbal or nonverbal cues that signal impatience. As author Henry David Thoreau said, "The moments of pause are where we truly connect." So how do we stay close to our aging parent? Number 1, practice intentional acceptance. Your parents' physical and cognitive abilities may be changing, but your love can remain constant. Step into each interaction with acceptance and empathy. Maya Angelou said it best when she said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So the next time you're visiting your dad who has dementia, greet him warmly without expectations. If he mistakes you for his sibling, go along with it and say, "It's so good to see you." This creates a positive and loving atmosphere, even if the details aren't correct. Number 2, simplify your questions. Avoid overwhelming or open-ended questions like, what did you do today? Instead, focus on the here and now. Hey, I saw you enjoying the music just a few minutes ago. Should we sing something together? Would you like to wear your red blouse or your blue blouse today? I brought some tea. Shall we sip it together while we chat? If your mom struggles to remember recent events, bring a photo of her garden from years ago and say, do you remember planting these flowers? They're still blossoming. Which was your favorite one? This keeps the conversation light and enjoyable while grounding it in a familiar memory. Number 3, validate their feelings. When your parent expresses frustration or sadness, focus on their emotions, not their words. For example, Mom, I can tell you're upset. I'd feel the same way if somebody moved me out of my home. Dad, those tears are for Mom, aren't they? Hey, tell me about her favorite song again. Tell me about when you first met each other. For example, if your parent says, I feel like I don't belong here anymore, respond with, that must be hard to feel that way. What can I do to help you feel more at home? This acknowledgement shows empathy and opens the door for meaningful dialogue. Number 4, create shared experiences. Build new memories together, even if they're fleeting. Cook a favorite family recipe together. Take a scenic drive and stop for ice cream. Watch a football game and playfully root for opposite teams. Go for a walk and admire the flowers as you pass. For example, invite your parent to bake cookies with you, even if it's a simple pre-made dough. Let them sprinkle the sugar or decorate the cookies. This shared activity creates joy and connection in the present moment. Staying close to your aging parent may require patience, creativity, and a willingness to adapt, but the rewards are immeasurable. Studies show that older adults who maintain strong family connections experience lower rates of depression and loneliness. By offering acceptance, engaging in shared experiences, and validating their feelings, you'll not only honor their journey, but also deepen your bond in meaningful ways. Let's make the most of the moments we have, because those moments are the threads that weave a legacy of love.